While more heat waves and extreme heat days are definitely on the way for those in Melbourne's eastern suburbs, an urban planner told me that trees and broader tree canopy could be the answer to preventing more heat deaths in the future. I spoke with Dr. Tami Crozer, a Vice Chancellor's postdoctoral research fellow at the RMIT Centre for Urban Research.
We're really expecting a big spike in deaths from heat waves. And it's in urban settings that you get this urban heat island effect where all the asphalt and concrete that we've put around our homes soaks up that heat and it re-radiates it. And that means that things can be 8 to 10 degrees hotter in our urban areas. Tree canopy is the antidote to that. What we know from the science and physics is that around 30 to 40% canopy cover in the neighborhood around you. So it has to be quite close to your home, about within the 60 meters around your home. If you've got that 30 to 40%, then the trees shade enough of the landscape that it doesn't soak up loads of heat and you actually get a kind of negation of that urban heat island effect. That's why this is really crucial that we actually protect the trees that we've got, because we're not at 30, not in almost any of our suburbs. We need it to go up, not down, which means bigger, healthier trees and more of them, not cutting them down whenever we build a house. And often when we've put in new apartments, we actually haven't put in new parks or new green spaces. So that has led to this weird lag where you've got thousands of apartments in some of these areas, but not much greenery. And this thing of all these activities, there's a limit, 50 of them, where there will be much higher buildings. A lot of it's going to be quite confined to small areas which get very tall. I think the crucial part of the conversation is when these areas go taller, how do we set aside a bit of land on that private property that becomes a little bit of green space, or how do you have little setbacks or whatever it is that keeps some greening or new small parks as we go? Because if we take out everything within, a 300-meter walk of these stations and densification precincts, and it just becomes wall-to-wall big buildings, that means every bit of private tree canopy and backyards is lost.